Hello and welcome to today's episode of NDTV. My name is Corinne Brown. I'm a naturopathic doctor, labor doula, mother, and host of this delightful show, which I am so excited to share with you. Today is a very exciting and special day because this is the very first episode of NDTV there has ever been. I have an almost 3-year-old son, but NDTV is my baby and it's my platform to serve up the straight up goods on naturopathic healthy living so that we can create a healthier world and raise happy, healthy little ones. The first topic that we chose to discuss is detoxification. What better way to kick off a health transformation than with a cleanse? Detoxification is a fascinating topic that is very complex and precise. I just barely cover the surface of it in this video and there's a lot to talk about. There is so much to talk about, in fact, that we've had to divide this episode into two. I ran a little survey with my wonderful email subscribers, and if you aren't on that list yet, make sure you go and sign up. And 66% of you have never done a detox but are interested. That's what I like to hear. So, let's jump right in. The body must undergo detoxification in order for survival. It is crucial. Detoxification is a process that the body has evolved in order to get rid of the junk that is either harmful or that it just doesn't need anymore. Detoxification is a series of checks and balances that the body has put in place in order to maintain something called homeostasis. Homeostasis is a very narrow range of pH or blood acidity or alkalinity that the body likes. It is a very precise measure and the body goes to great lengths to maintain this very balanced state. So there is a difference between detoxification and a detox. So detoxification, as I said, is the series of processes that the body has set up in order to eliminate waste and to maintain homeostasis. A detox, on the other hand, is a program that you follow for a set amount of time where you remove certain items from your diet and lifestyle that are no longer contributing to health, and you incorporate new tricks that support the body's detoxification processes. The body produces waste just by being alive, but if we add into the body a bunch of junk and toxins that need to be removed, this places more stress on our organs of elimination. The elimination of toxins and balance of homeostasis is so important for the body's survival that it has created entire organ systems that are specifically developed to detoxify the body. And it didn't just create one pathway, it created 6. So let's run through them. The skin is the largest and most visible of our detox organs and is a great way to detoxify. The skin detoxes its own waste on the daily, but it's also the first guy that all the other detox organs hit up when their detox pathways are getting backlogged. The skin's selfless detoxaholic tendency can backfire though when the pores get clogged, inflammation ensues, and then you have skin eruptions, acne, eczema, things like that. The lymphatic system transports cellular waste. So every single cell in your body is its own little machine that is taking in nutrients, using them up, and then spitting out waste. The good news is that the lymphatic system is vast and it ultimately drains to the liver, which we're going to discuss in a second. The bad news is that it doesn't have a central pump like the circulatory system. It doesn't have a big strong heart to pump all this sewage through the vessels. So it's essentially like the garbage truck is out in front of your house and it needs to be pushed up the hill. So this means that an extremely valuable detox pathway is dependent on passive transport. So we can help this lymph system move along in 3 different ways. Exercise is a great way to move your lymph. The muscles contracting help to squeeze the lymph sewage through those vessels, just like toothpaste in a tube. 2, external pressure such as massage or dry skin brushing helps to move that lymph along. And 3, the funnest way, rebounding. On a side note about the lymphatic system, it's also highly involved in the immune system. which is another great reason to make sure it's in optimal health. Many body organs have multiple purposes and are working a few different jobs at the same time, which all of us multitasking mamas know all about. Am I right? The bowels, my favorite detox pathway. The bowels are the body's engine. They take in the fuel, they digest it all up, they distribute the nutrients, they absorb the nutrients, they reabsorb the water, and they pass everything else through as solid waste. The digestive system is a highly evolved tube, essentially, from mouth to bum, that is specialized in various areas to do the different tasks involved in digestion. For example, your mouth is specialized in order to chew up the food, and there's saliva in your mouth that's helping to break down some of the sugars even before it passes through to the stomach, where the majority of the digestion takes place and breaks everything down into its smallest possible parts in order to be absorbed in the intestines. What cannot be used by the body is considered solid waste and passes through as stool. That stool, with the help from the liver, which we'll discuss in a second, takes with it lots of byproducts, cellular waste, excess hormones, and metabolites or breakdown products from medications and supplements that you may be taking. Your liver is the ultimate detoxifier. All of your blood filters through the liver, and your liver decides who gets to stay and who gets to go. It's basically like the blood's bouncer. It grabs onto expired blood cells, out-of-date hormones, toxins from our air, water, and food, metabolites from medications, and more. It takes all of those different elements, mixes them together with a few other ingredients, and creates bile. Bile is another really interesting multitasker. Once concentrated in the gallbladder, its job is to go into the small intestine once it detects that there is fat present and break down the fat. But it's doing this all while carrying all of the toxins and metabolites that the super smart liver has tagged for removal from the body. The bile travels happily through the duration of the small intestine, but once it reaches the large intestine, that is where its fate will be determined. Provided you had enough soluble fiber to eat the day before, that bile is going to cannonball right in there, get absorbed, travel through the large intestine, and be excreted as stool. So there you go, removal of all of those toxins. However, if you did not have enough soluble fiber to eat the day before, there's nothing for the bile to bind to and actually ends up getting reabsorbed into the bloodstream if it's not bound to soluble fiber. That is like your garbage man taking your garbage from the curb, which has been nicely organized into garbage and recycling and compost, bringing it back into your house and dumping it all over your kitchen floor for you to then have to sort and deal with all over again. Rude. Don't make your liver do twice the work. Make sure you are getting enough soluble fiber in your diet. The kidneys are another great detox pathway. These little guys also filter the blood, and they help to maintain your electrolyte status, your acid-base balance, and actually even your blood pressure. The kidneys filter the blood of water-soluble toxins such as urea, concentrate it, and excrete it as urine. So how to tell if your kidneys are flushing properly? We're looking for clear pee, people. Of course, we know that the lungs are necessary for breathing or respiration, and so they're crucial for survival, but they're also another detox pathway, the last one, number 6. With every breath you take, your lungs are eliminating carbon dioxide, which is helping to maintain that homeostasis that the body loves so much. So that's it! Detoxification's pretty cool, eh? In the second part, which you'll get next week, we're going to talk about 5 easy ways that you can incorporate detoxification into your life on a daily basis. I can't wait to show you part 2 of this episode. Get ready to incorporate a detox into your life. And remember, if mama ain't healthy, ain't nobody healthy. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.